Minnesota and Memphis. This Minnesota versus the Memphis Grizzlies. I was not expecting this series to be tied 2-2 right now. If you asked me before the series started, I had Memphis winning in 5 because they went 20-5 without Ja Morant. Ja Morant has been playing at a superstar level. At one point in the season, he was actually playing like the best point guard in the NBA. But now you look at it, you're like, the Minnesota Timberwolves have a good team. They really, really have a good team. You have Anthony Edwards, who has superstar potential. Karl Anthony Towns, when he plays like a superstar, things happen for the Timberwolves, and those things are good. And then you have D'Angelo Russell, who is so iffy. Now, D'Lo is iffy. If D'Lo was consistent, Minnesota can win this series easily. If D'Lo was just a consistent player. But they're zoning in, locking in on Ja Morant, making it extremely difficult for him. He's hitting the deck again and again and again and again and again. And as a point guard, when you continue to go in the paint, you continue to fall. You continue to get knocked down. You're like, man, do I continue to go to the paint at all? He's not scoring those paint points as easily as he was during the regular season. Not at all. And have to give my hat off to Patrick Beverley. I know he gets disrespected here at the Daily Thinker. We had him on the All-NBA defensive team, of course, because he is a great defender. He's not somebody who just puts on the show. I don't believe that at all. If you sit and watch those games, Patrick Beverley, he is a pest. He's on you like white on rice. He's trying to make things happen for his team on the defensive end. So this dude deserves to be an All-NBA defensive player on their list. He deserves to be on the list. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But when Karl Anthony Towns is playing like he played in Game 4, it is so hard to beat this Minnesota team. I mean, he was under control, not too many fouls. When they had small dudes on him, he didn't just barge them over and try to get layups real quick, try to attack fast. He played under control, and I was glad to see that because this is somebody who has the potential to be the best big in the NBA. I mean, you have Jokic, you have Embiid, you have Karl Anthony Towns. Right now, those are the top 3 bigs in the NBA. And I know the bigs in the NBA, that line is extremely, extremely thin. It's not that much you can do with bigs in the NBA now, not that many bigs. But Karl Anthony Towns, when he's playing like a superstar, I'm telling you, it's hard to beat this Minnesota Timberwolves team. And they have 3-point shooters, people who can knock down shots, and they can create. Anthony Edwards can create for himself, get to the basket anytime he wants with the power and authority that he has when he gets past you to score the basketball. And with Memphis, it comes down to Ja Morant. Will Ja Morant play like the superstar that we know him to be? Play like he played in a regular season. But getting those paint points, it's not that easy. If you watch these games, it's hard for Ja Morant to get in the paint and get those easy buckets. Of course, we see him have highlights during certain games. Of course, he's Ja. Highlights will happen. It's just a part of who Ja is. But those points are not as easy as they once were in the regular season. So Minnesota they definitely caught my eye by storm. I was not expecting this, especially everybody after the celebration of them beating the Clippers, now being in the playoffs and really making some noise in the first round, putting the Memphis Grizzlies to the test and actually believing that they can beat them. Because Minnesota believe they can beat the Grizzlies. They believe that 100%. They don't think the Grizzlies are better than them. Not since game 1. When they took that game in game 1, they said, you know what? We really have a chance to beat this Memphis team. And I believe coming into this series with a Pat Bev on your team, they believe from the get-go that they can beat this Grizzly team. But Ja Morant, you have to step up. You have to make things happen for your team concerning the paint and be able to take jump shots. Sometimes Ja has to take jump shots when he comes to screen and roll. Just pull up right there. I know it's not that easy, but for somebody of his ability, I'm pretty sure it is. So he definitely has to be able to take more jump shots because getting to the paint has not been easy for him at all. And just have to sit back and see what would happen for the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is an exciting series. The playoffs, this NBA playoffs has been weird, from Kevin Durant not showing up in games to Kyrie Irving having a big game, then 2 eggs after that, to Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown stepping up and becoming superstars right before our eyes, and Anthony Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns and Ja Morant actually being zoned in and kind of locked down right now in this series, and Jordan Poole, who's having an amazing run in the first round. The NBA playoffs has been exciting, even though we don't have LeBron James in this playoffs. Still exciting playoffs to see, to watch, and I'm excited to see what this second round will look like. But for my second round picks, man, I need James Harden to step up. Definitely need James Harden to step up. I think the Nets are done. Think they're done. They gave up after game 3, just looking at it, watching that game. They gave up. I mean, just no, they didn't play hard. They didn't go after it.